beautiful astrology soulmates. It's me, Stormy Grace, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for the week of November 29th, the last week in November. We're heading into the last month of the year. I cannot believe it, but I'm very excited to talk to you about what's going on because we are coming into another week rolling right into the beginning of December, where we're coming to our next eclipse, the last one for the year. So I'm going to tell you, I think that these last, 4 weeks have been a lot energetically with the shifts of the moon, but I also feel like we're really prepared. So just like, tighten it up, button up over there, because I think we have made some beautiful changes and we are prepared for the energies that are coming down the pike. Now, before we get into it, if you are not signed up for that free forecast event happening for 2022, with myself and Astrology Hub, please click in the description box down below. It is a financially free investment for you. And if you have never been to the forecast event, it's a panel event of practicing professional, know what the F we're talking about, astrologers giving you good quality guidance as to what's coming in 2022 and whatever's going on in your lives. It's brilliant to have the guidance to know the vibration that you have the potential to step into and how to make the adjustments so that you can manifest what you want. I think it's really the difference between, spending a whole bunch of money all year on courses, therapy, or anything else, and you're not actually addressing what you want and getting the information about the vibration that's coming and feeling it within yourselves and then investing correctly. I think it's the difference between investing in letting people go from our lives as opposed to healing with them. So if you've not taken part in the forecast event, get signed up. Financially free investment in the description box down below. All right, beautiful friends, let's talk about what's going on this week. So right as we're coming in to the week on Monday, it's interesting because I don't actually know if they have this in other places in the world, so please let me know in the comment section. But in the United States, we have Cyber Monday. I don't know if they have that anyplace else. I think that they do, but I don't know. Let me know. So Cyber Monday is going to be going on, and it is a busy energy. My goodness, is it a busy energy. There's lots going on. Amazon will be going crazy. Platforms all over the internet are going to be going crazy selling tech goods. Okay, so just know that energetically it is an electric, buzzy kind of day, and we've got a couple aspects going on as we arrive at the 29th. Now, first of all, we have got Mars in a trine to Neptune, who is retrograde. So yes, this idea of let me throw my money, let me throw my whatever, into the void of the unknown or into a vision. It doesn't make it bad. It just means pay a little bit of attention. But it also makes the dream, the possibility of the dream, the opportunity, and the availability to go on the next adventure or invest in things that allow you to go on your next adventure. This is a wonderful energy of this Mars-Neptune. Now, it's also interesting because this is the reason I want you to be clear on the decisions that you're making this day, because it's a very firing, igniting your imagination kind of energy, and that's great. I love that for you. And as long as your imagination is fired and you're leveling up, but on the fine print that you only have 30 days to return that, then I say do you, and let the imagination soar this day in whichever way it's manifesting for you, okay? Now, we've also got Mercury in a sextile to Saturn. Remember, when the planets have sex, that's good for us because what it creates is that intimate bond of opportunity from the trine, but then we're intelligently taking action on it. So this is moving. I'm integrating both of these energies. So between the Sagittarius and Aquarian energy, this is a fire-air ease. So this is a fire-air movement as it comes together. Now, Mercury and Saturn, as they move together, this is your helper also on Cyber Monday, is that you are making sound decisions. You are buying solid electronics, right? And that's really important on Cyber Monday. You are investing yourself or just making decisions or giving things to people, right? Even if you have to do a presentation or you have to sell something, it's a great business day because the people buying it are usually pretty serious about the investment. So you can know that is a day of great, serious investment that is pretty much on par as far as it goes mentally. Now, that same Mercury is also going to be in a trine to Chiron retrograde. And if you remember from the forecast last week, I was talking about this, taking advantage of the Sun-Mercury conjunction that happened on Sunday specifically, but working with it through the weekend, because as we do arrive here, you want your products ready to go. You want your whatever it is that you needed to put out into the world, you want it ready to go so that people can see it, put their serious eyes, make a serious investment on it. And as this Mercury is running into the Chiron, this is the energy of helping others understand. Others are going to be helping you understand this day. Where did that come from? What's the information? What are the words? What are the teachings that are available to us today that help us understand avenues of ourselves, help us understand how we can grow next, help us understand or discover things that we didn't know. So it's a profound day, I think, on Monday, and it is busy, okay? Now, as we get to, what is Tuesday? As we get to Tuesday the 30th, we've got a couple things going on too. First, we've got Venus in a sextile to Neptune, and I love Venus and Neptune together. I call them the Bopsy twins because, you know, when they get together, it's just all good. Everything's all bliss, and they are in a sextile this time. So it is that ease of energy. So one of the things to be mindful of is wherever this is happening in your chart. So make sure you have a chart so you can check it out. Click in the description box if you don't have one and get one from me. This is a glamorous kind of almost, I want to use the word, it's like sprinkles and sparkles. It's a sparkling, magnetic, dazzling, kind of enchanting energy. So this is great. If you are trying to pull in opportunities, if you are wanting to get dressed up, if you have pictures to take, if you need to present yourself or people are presenting themselves to you, this is a wonderfully enchanting energy to take advantage of, okay? Now, we've also got the Sun in a sextile to Saturn on this day, and the Sun-Saturn sextile from the inside out, what you are putting your action and your motivation to can again be solid, can be taken seriously. But we're also going to have the Sun now in that trine to Chiron that we saw Mercury do yesterday. And Sun trine Chiron is about the self-love, not the self-love. I don't even want to give you self-love. This is an air of self-acceptance that I think within it you get to understand that when you do you, you literally help your community, you help your children, you help your spouse do them by accepting that this is me and this is how I do things. These are the things that I am flourishing and living in my passion and power about, and these are the things that I'm working on. And it's all me, and it's all real. This is, I think, such a powerful energy. And as you can see on the screen, there are some dates that you can back up to and see, when did this energy play out for you before? What were you acknowledging that time? And now that we're here in November at the end of the month, what did this aspect look like for you in January? Right? Go back to that chart and see what it looked like, because there is change. You know, change has happened. All right, as we get to December 1st, right out of the gate, I want you to know it is a stationing day. Now, we're not going to cover it in depth here. Watch my Neptune out of retrograde video or look for it in the playlist. But Neptune is coming out of retrograde in the energy of Pisces. So Neptune direct. But I do want you to know it's a day where we've got a planet stationing or turning, shifting its direction. And this can be a little bit intense because anytime any of the planets move or shift direction, we are affected. Now, I know some people don't get into the outer planets, but I think it's important. When it hits direct motion, first of all, it is going to bring this sense of imagination and creativity back to the table for us, especially if you don't have Neptune retrograde in your chart. The reality of things has been really tight on us, right? And so this kind of brings back the availability to vision board and create and things like that. So we'll go over that in the Neptune retrograde video. As we get to the 4th of December, this is it. This is our next eclipse that we are moving into, and that energy is going to carry us throughout the weekend and back to Monday and really over this next 6 months. So we'll have a new moon solar eclipse at 12 degrees of Sagittarius. Again, please look at this in your own personal chart. Okay. Now, this is still the new moon for the month, so you're planting your seeds of intention to begin something new. You've worked in the Sagittarius Gemini axes this last year throughout 2020. You have changed. So as this eclipse comes and offers you deep, delicious, fertile, to plant seeds of intention to begin something new, to allow a newness come in, where can you first of all be Sagittarian? Gracious. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? What in your life are you looking around at, or can you look around at and say, if this is as good as it gets, it's perfect? And if you can't identify that, maybe this next 6 months will be working on getting your mind frame, getting your belief structure in that shape. Now, for other things that are Sagittarius, where do you want to travel? Where do you want to go? And that can be broad. What do you want to teach? Teaching is a form of traveling. It allows your message to travel, even teaching online, podcasts, education, learning a different language, books, philosophies, spiritual or academic practices, things that have to do with the law. What is it that you're going to dig your gushy fingers into the soil of your life and plant the seeds of intention to watch it roll out over this next 6 months? And I will just also say this. Deep breath, hand on heart. Where do you need to expand your horizons? Where do you need to say, it is okay for me to want some pleasure and fire and play in my life, but I also need to expand my own horizons if I'm going to have that experience. So let me know what this looks like for you in the comment section down below. I absolutely cannot wait. I will tell you I'm excited for this particular eclipse because I've got a Sagittarius hitting her 18th birthday just a couple days after this eclipse. So it's a very exciting time over here at the Grace House, okay? All right, my beautiful friends, I hope to see you in the forecast event. I love you. Please share this video. People need to know what's going on in the week. I mean, let's help each other out a little bit. And I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye, friends.